Hi, my name is Nathan, and before I start, I would like you to imagine what it would be like if you can't walk. Imagine you can't walk. You can't play sports with your friends. You can't even perform simple daily tasks like getting up and getting yourself a glass of water or getting up in the middle of the night to have a restroom visit. Today, I'll be talking to you about stem cells and how they're being used today and how they have the potential to revolutionize medicine in the future. Maybe get kids like this walking again. Stem cells are cells in the human body that turn into other cells during a birth. For example, in an embryo that's around 8 days old, there's just a bunch of embryonic stem cells. In that, those stem cells would help turn into neurons, otherwise known as brain cells, to help form your brain. Stem cells are important for the human body because a human body has lots of body parts and needs lots of cells to function. There are two main types of stem cells, embryonic and adult. Embryonic stem cells come from a human embryo. Adult stem cells come from various tissues and muscles such as the brain. In 1855, a German scientist named Rudolf Virchow discovered every cell stems from other cells. This is one of the biggest discoveries because it has led to many other theories that have worked, but sadly theories that have not. But overall, that has been a success. In 1981, stem cells first went big when scientists derived mouse embryonic stem cells directly from a mouse embryo. Ever since, there has been research, clinical trials, and controversy, as some object to the destruction of human embryos for research that we do not know will even ever be helpful, but as you will see, this research is important. Clinical trials are one of the ways stem cells are being used today. They do this to see what may work in the future and what may not. These surgeries are mainly not life-saving, but can be. These surgeries are mainly help now in the early stages, helping to improve life. For example, say you liked hiking, but you had a pain in your knee and couldn't. They could help that knee, and then you could be able to hike again. Bone marrow transplants are another way stem cells are being used today. In a bone marrow transplant, they derive dead or damaged cells due to blood cancers or other blood disorders and replace them with healthy blood cells. Currently, there are no FDA-approved treatments for stem cells, but clinical trials are showing a lot of promise. Drug screening is another way stem cells are being used. This is really important. In drug screening, they take, for instance, stem cells and turn them into cancer cells. They do this, and then they test anti-cancer drugs and anti-cancer treatments against it and see how the cancer cells react to it. Stem cells, in theory, could help with any disease that has cell death, cell degeneration, or cell damage. They could do this in Parkinson's disease, strokes, diabetes, and spinal cord injuries, just to name a few. Strokes, every year 15 million people suffer worldwide from strokes. Of those, 5 million die and another 5 million are left permanently disabled. Stem cells could help with this by doing something as simple as, like I said earlier, producing brain cells. Diabetes, the silent killer, in 2016 killed over 1.6 million people. Stem cells could help with this by helping the organ produce glucose and insulin. In total, in 2016, diabetes and strokes killed 11 million people. The stem cells could help with this by doing two fairly simple tasks. As the world's population is continuing to grow, stem cells one day may be able to even double that number. Stem cells will have to overcome many obstacles and challenges before they reach their full potential. For example, scientists have to find a way to derive them and put them into certain stem cell therapies. They also have to find a way to inject them using tubes, veins, or arteries. They also have to make sure that the body doesn't reject the cells. If the body were to reject the cells, this could lead to harmful, devastating, and even deadly conditions for the patient. Hopefully you've enjoyed this presentation and want to know if there's anything you can do to help stem cells. Well, there is. You can tell all your family members and pretty much anybody you know about stem cells and a great cause and how one day they can maybe help them. You can also donate to these two really good organizations and stem cell laboratories. I picked these two because A, they are very kind and friendly, and they're kind of friendly to me when I needed help on my site visit and my interview. But more importantly, they are leading pioneers in the stem cell industry, and I'll be sure not to waste your money. For more information, go check out my blog at blogs.scarsdaleschools.org/endosanto26 /. Thank you for watching my stem cell TED Talk.